from my practice cave, and the newest add-on for my big online picking course, the ZEN of Speedpicking, is out now. 20 godlike licks, and in this video I'm going to show you 2 of the licks. So let's start with today's video. Here we go. Top 20 godlike picking licks is an add-on for the ZEN of Speedpicking, which is my big picking online course where I put all of my knowledge about speed picking, pick slanting, string skipping, pick control, pick stamina, right and left hand synchronization, all that kind of stuff into one big epic video. And this course is add-on for that, but you can get all those 20 licks as a standalone lick package as well. You will find all the links in the description box. All those 20 licks are inspired by the picking god himself, Mr. John Petrucci. I was going through his career from Dream Theater, searching for 20 guitar licks which are pretty cool to work on your pick slanting, on your pick stamina, your pick control, all of this stuff that we are worried about when we are practicing and playing speed picking, all those kind of problems. And here I found 20 pretty cool licks inspired by John Petrucci. You can not only use for practicing your picking technique and bring it to the next level, no, you can use them as blueprints as well to create your own really cool licks in the style of John Petrucci. And to give you a little bit of a teaser what's inside of the 20 godlike picking licks, I will now show you in this video 2 of my favorite licks, and I will demonstrate those licks in fast tempo, slow tempo, and then I'm talking a little bit more about those licks. You can get the tabs for those licks plus 18 more pretty cool licks for only the pricing of €2 per lick in the description box. So please check out my newest online picking package, 20 godlikes speed picking licks. And if you want to really boost your speed picking to the next level, then I guarantee you check out the ZEN of Speedpicking. The 20 godlike speed picking licks is also included in the ZEN of Speedpicking. So okay, so much for that. I wish you a lot of fun with this video and the 2 examples for the 20 godlike speed picking licks. I hope I'm going to see you in my next video, so check out the 2 licks. Here we go. The next lick is inspired by Behind This Life from Dream Theater, and here we have a pretty cool idea and sequence where we are dividing a 60 note, a bar full of 60 notes into 4, 4, 5, 3. I'm going through this concept or this idea a lot in the progressive picking chapter of the ZEN of Speedpicking, where we are dividing 16 note in a bar into more interesting odd groupings, or we're doing this with 16 note triples as well. And here is a good example where John Petrucci and Dream Theater is doing this as well, and in really cool and interesting musical context. So let's check out the individual phrases. First we have 2 4 notes. I have transferred this lick into the E minor scale, and we're starting on the 2nd, and here we are playing a 4 note phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4, where we're going to the minor 3rd, and then through the 2nd to the 3rd, to the root again. Then we're playing this idea in the next position, starting now on the minor 3rd, going to the 4th and back to the 2nd. So we have 11, 12, 11, 9, and then 12, 14, 12, 11. Those are our 2 normally played 4 note sequences. Now we're changing a little bit. We're playing now 5 notes on the D string. Just playing the E minor scale, starting on the D first, descending and then ascending. And then we're playing 3 notes on the G string, continuing with the scale. So again, fulfilling those 16 notes in a bar. For the pick slanting, we can stay on the G string with downward pick slanting because we have an even number of notes per string. In the total case 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then when we're going to the D string, we have an uneven number of notes per string, which means again, as we've learned in the Zen of Speedpicking, we have to change to upward pick slanting. And then downward pick slanting on the G string. And now when we're going to the G string, we are changing back again to downward pick slanting, where we are starting this lick with the next position. So we're now taking this sequence and this idea and playing it one position higher, starting again on the G string, 12th fret with our middle finger, and then going 14th fret with our middle finger. The rest from the concept stays the same, we're just adapting the next position from the 3-note per string E minor scale. So we have here 16, 14, 12. Now we have a really interesting jump when we're going from the G to the B string into the next position of the sequence. And we have ended the last position with the 16th fret on the G string, and now we have to jump with our middle finger onto the 13th fret of the B string. I would highly recommend to practice this jump individually. Only this jump from the G string to the B string first, getting this one up to tempo, and then adding the notes around the jump. So and so on. The next position is the same idea when it comes to the sequence, but now we're starting on the B string, starting on the 13th fret, going to the 15th fret, and then we have a similar jump idea going from the 17th fret from the B string to the 14th fret on the E string. And here I recommend again to practice this jump individually to get the movement between the position shifts a little bit more into your fingers. Alright, and then when we're starting on the E string, we're resolving to the E, the 12th fret of the E string. Okay, this lick is a lick in the 6/4 meter. It's inspired from In the Presence of Enemy Part 1, and we have a pretty interesting sequence in here, which is really weird from the fingering for our left hand. I transferred this lick into E minor. It's usually in the D minor scale, but let's check out that crazy sequence. Again, this is also inspired by something from the progressive picking chapter from the Zen of Speedpicking, where we're taking a normal group of notes, in this case 60 notes in a 6/4 bar, and dividing it into different weird chunks. And in the first half of a bar, we're dividing this line into a section out of 4, 3 and 5, which equals again 12. And let's check out those crazy fingerings. Okay, first the 4-note phrase. The 4-note phrase goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on the 14th fret of the E string, the second in the E minor scale, going to the 15th fret, and back through the 14th fret to the 12th fret, the root note. Now we have the 3-note phrase, where we're just playing 14, 12 and 15 on the B string, and now we have a 5-note phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we are jumping back to the E string, where we're playing one time the E string on the 12th fret, and then going back to the 14th fret of the ring finger on the B string, sorry, with the ring finger on the B string, playing 14, 15, 14, 12. So again we have 4-note phrase, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 3-note, 1, 2, 3, and then 5-note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is really weird for our right hand as well. We have, when we want to divide it for pick slanting, we first have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes on the E string, even number of notes, so we can keep the downward pick slanting. But then we have this kind of idea where we're going from the B string to the E string and back to the B string. And there, of course, we have only 1 note per string every time when we're changing the string, uneven number of notes per string, which means we have to do the two-way pick slanting. And first, when we're going to the B string, we have to do with a snap movement, the upward pick slanting, and then with the snap movement, the downward pick slanting to get from the E string back to the B string. Whew, kind of crazy and confusing, but you get used to it when you are seeing this a little bit slower. Then we are playing the stairs lick that I've mentioned in the ZEN of Speedpicking, which is also a really great exercise for unusual changes in two-way pick slanting. Here again we are first starting with upward pick slanting, then we have for one note downward pick slanting, then we're keeping the downward pick slanting because we have two notes on the E and on the B string, sorry, on the B and on the E string, and then again one note on the B string where we have to change back again to upward pick slanting. Check out again the stairs lick in the two-way pick slanting section of the ZEN of Speedpicking. There I'm explaining it a little bit more into detail. Alright, and then in the next bar we are playing this kind of idea. We're taking the same shape and the same idea, the same sequence in general, and playing 14, 15, 14, 12, and then on the B string again 14, 15, 14, 12. Then we're playing an octave lower from the notes that we've played on the E string, and this time on the G string. Playing this one twice to have a returning point, and then again B string, and again E string. So this is the full lick again slow. Really weird lick. 4, 3, 5. Stairs lick. 4-note phrase, repeating one octave below, turning point, resolving. Or otherwise, in John Petrucci's case, he is playing this up the scale horizontally, which is also really pain in the ass. Alright, let's move on to the next lick.